Hello team, today's challenge is secret number where we're given a target number and our guess and we need to tell or we need to return whether we should guess higher, lower or if we got it, right? That's the whole challenge. But there are a couple interesting things about this that if we were doing this for clients for professional work, we should really consider. Okay? So over here, we can quickly get it done using an if to start. And we check secret and we see if it is equal to guess, just like this. If it is, we return, you got it. Okay, just like that. Then down here, secret is greater than guess. If that is true, then we go higher, right? Higher because the secret is bigger, right? Otherwise, we go lower. Brilliant. And that does it. But it's not a great solution, right? And it feels like it's bang on, feels like it's very fast. But here's my problem, okay? What if our team, right, the product team comes back and decides that, oh, we don't like higher anymore. We want up. And then we want lower to be down. Well, now I'm editing this function, right? And that's anytime we're editing a function that has been tested, that's kind of bad news. So as much as possible, I don't like these strings to be inside of this function. I feel like that's a bad idea and we can do better, okay? So what I do instead is I would start again. So let's gut it, okay? And up here, I'm going to set up a lookup, okay? So just like this, we're gonna call it guess lookup as an example. Seems like a good name. And that's going to be new map, okay? So inside of here, we are going to return 1, 0, and -1, okay? Just like that, adding some commas. And then what's in behind here? Well, it's going to be those strings, right? So if it is 1, 1 being greater than, the number is bigger, then this should be higher, right? And we wrap that up in quotes or in brackets and do this. I should have done that to start. This one is you got it, okay, with an exclamation, wrapping that up, doing the thing. And then down here, this is lower, okay? Again, doing the thing just like this. Excellent. Now we can do some math, right? It just, inside of the function itself, it becomes very math-based, right? So right here, we can go const sign equals secret minus guess. And we wrap all that up into parentheses just like this and go math dot sign, right? And math dot sign will return one of these numbers, 1, 0, or -1, depending on whether it returned a positive, equal, or negative number from this subtraction, okay? And then down here, we can just return, just like this, return whatever that is. So guess look up, just like this, dot get sign. And again, it works. But now we have a function that doesn't require any intervention, right? We might still have to change our lookup values, but at least we aren't changing this function, okay? Now, I would hazard a guess that the best way to do this is to take these values and put them into a form, right? Into a CMS or some sort of a system where anybody with access can go in and update these so that if they wanted up and down and bang on, as an example, they could just go and edit that without any developer having to come in here and do the thing, right? So for that, let's do it one more time, but make a quick update here down here, okay? So we're going to take these values and put them up here, okay? This is going to be data because we're assuming that it is coming from the API. So let's actually add a comment here from API, just like this. We've requested it. And somewhere inside of here is an object that has high, equal, and low, okay? Now high is going to be that string. It's going to be higher again, adding a comma. The equal is going to be you got it, like this, adding a comma. And low is going to be lower, right? Lower, just like this. Comma on this one is optional, but keeping it the same. Now we update our lookup to be high equal, just like this, and low. Brilliant, right? So high, equal, and low. So long as the keys on this data never change, our code is just expected to work, right? We'll always get the values that we want, and it can be whatever the user or whatever the author wants. So if they want to change this to up and down and equal, something like that, they can. And that gets fed in by the API, at which point this all works. But we do need a little bit in here. So we're going to go const key, spelling it right, const, just like this, key, equals that lookup for the sign. And now returning, right, data dot, sorry, not dot, but data key, right? And if we had to, if this little batch here was in, right, if there was a whole bunch of data that we got and it was nested deeply into that thing, then we can go and get it. So long as the shape of the API data never changes, the rest of this is expected to work. And for me, this is where I live as a professional working for clients, right? I try to get as much of these strings into a CMS or an authoring environment so that I never have to come in here and make those changes like we did up here, or like we would have in this first example. So that's it. Again, not every solution, just hopefully a couple good solutions, right? Specifically, the middle one is probably where I could have ended this, but I wanted to show how to do this if you were getting the data from an API. So I went a little bit further on that. Let me know which one of these you like best, right? Or if you did it a different way. Let me know all that good stuff in the comments. Otherwise, today this has been Secret Number, and I will see you in the next one.